Hi everyone, it's Billy here from WinterFresh in partnership with the Chaos Group. I'm here today with my fantastic helpers. We've got Sebastian and Diggory, my professional sous chefs. I think that's fair to say, isn't it, guys? Yeah. And what are we here to do today?
Cook some food.
Cook some food. Yeah, fantastic. So WinterFresh is all about providing fresh vegetables to the community and just, enabling people to have access to nutritious, healthy food. So can you remember what we were cooking first of all, guys?
A frittata.
A frittata, brilliant. Do you know where a frittata comes from?
No.
Okay, so it's an Italian dish, guys. Really simple, quick and easy. Fantastic for people to have for snacks. You can keep it in the fridge for up to 4 days. Great in snack boxes, delicious breakfast, delicious lunch, delicious dinner. Kind of covers everything, doesn't it, boys?
Yeah.
Which is great. So we're going to use some lovely fresh ingredients in our frittata. We're going to use 5 eggs and some milk. So it's like a kind of baked omelette, really, from Italy. We have some beautiful squash. So I know a lot of people have asked what to do with butternut squash. So this is a different type. This is winter squash. We grew this, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we're going to use some, what are these guys?
Peppers.
Peppers and
Onion.
That one's stinky, isn't it? And that one?
Can't remember.
Begins with a G.
Garlic.
Garlic, brilliant. And the obvious ones there.
Tomato.
Eggs, eggy tomatoes. Brilliant. So we're going to make a start, guys. The first thing that we're going to do is to chop up all of our vegetables. So Seb, you're kindly going to help me with a bit of chopping, aren't you? So it's really great to get the kids involved with all of these recipes. And, you know, we tend to find the more you guys are involved, the more likely they are to eat the food as well. So off with his head and off with his, what should we call that? Bum. Yeah, fair enough. I was thinking bum as well. And then we're going to cut it in half. And then you take that one, Seb. Diggory, can you help me to peel this, mate? Can you peel it off? And this is where we all get emotional and start to cry. We'll try and hold it together. How's that, mate? So what you want to do, really easy, if you get that whole first layer off like that. Okay, buddy? Mm-hmm. Then obviously we want to be careful with kids in the kitchen with knives. We all plan to finish the video without any injuries, don't we, guys? So, Seb, I'm going to show you. We want it really nice and fine, if possible. And we're just going to slice the onion into semicircles. Just like so. Once it gets to here, it's a bit dodgy, isn't it? It gets a bit wobbly. So we're going to turn it over and go the other way. Do you want to give it a go, mate? Oh, how's that? Is he doing good? That's it. Turn it over. Pop your knife down. I think that deserves a high five. Yes, mate. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to keep our worktops nice and tidy. Let's scoot it over. And we're on to our pepper. So I'm going to cut that one in half. Diggory, can you do what I'm doing? You hold on to that one, mate. And then we're going to rip out the stalk and the seeds over the little compost bowl. Because I'm lazy and I don't want to sweep up at the end, to be honest, guys. Cool. So we're going to pop it down on the chopping board. Seb, if you help Diggory do this one on the green board there, mate. There you go. And we're going to flatten it out. So push down, Diggs. Watch out for the knife there, buddy. That's it. Brilliant. And then you can rip it in half with your hand. That's it. Fantastic. And then all we're going to do, I'll cut mine in half so it's the same, is slice it into little chunks like that. Do you want to give that a go, Diggory? That's it. Brilliant. Well done, mate. That's it. So all we're going to do is then you can use your hands just to rip these little bits up, and I'll chop the rest of this one. So guys, we're getting some lovely colours, all of these nice little veggies on the go. I think we're going to go with half a yellow pepper. So do you want to rip the seeds out of that one, mate? And then Seb, you're going to chop that one up for me while I take a look at the squash. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. Fantastic. This is great teamwork. Okay, so our squash, guys, this is a winter variety, slightly different to a butternut squash, so it's a bit more starchy, but very, very similar flavour. So as with a squash, it's full of seeds. You can keep hold of the seeds and soak them overnight and then dry them out in the oven, and use those on soup, salads, whatever you kind of fancy, really. I'm just going to scoop the seeds out, it just makes it a bit easier to work with. And then I'm going to take the amount that I'm going to kind of need for this frittata. Should be enough to serve 4 people. And then we're going to peel the skin off, just using a knife. It's a bit tricky with a peeler, guys. So, yeah, best done with a knife. Have you done that already? What? You're so fast. I've got my sous chef putting me to shame here. There we go. So let's move that out of the way. Diggory, what are you like at cracking eggs? You good? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Brilliant. What's your favourite vegetable, Diggory? What do you like eating?
Corn on the cob.
Corn on the cob. Brilliant. Yeah, I love corn on the cob. And Seb, what's your fave?
Broccoli.
Broccoli. That's great, mate. Right, so all I'm doing, guys, is just slicing up the squash on my very wobbly table. And what we're going to do with a frittata, we want all of the veggies to be cooked off. We're not going to put them in raw. So it's like a filling, really, to put the eggs on. So I've got a saucepan. I'm going to put it on a medium heat. Oh, let's get that switched on a second. That's better. Right, Diggs, do you want to grab a spoon, mate? And you hold it over the pan for me, is that okay? And I'm going to drizzle in the oil. You ready? Here we go. So we're going to use 1 tablespoon of oil. Don't go crazy with the oil, guys. Anything like, go on then, dunk it in, mate. You're holding that there for ages, well done. Yeah, anything like sunflower oil, rapeseed oil, vegetable oil, it's totally fine. Brilliant. So, Seb, you're going to pass over your veggies to me, mate. And we're going to get these in the pan. Wicked. And we're just wanting to sweat these out, cook them off. Whoop. Fantastic. Let's rip that one in half. Can you guys see that? I'm not strong enough. Fair enough. Knife's done a better job. Brilliant. Pop it in the pan, mate. And then, should we put some salt in?
Yeah.
Yes, we want to season our food. We want it to be nice and tasty, but we don't want to go over the top with our salt. You guys tell me where I should drop it from. How high?
Down.
Down?
Yeah.
There? Okay. That was like an Ainsley flurry of salt, wasn't it? Woo! So a couple pinches of salt. Diggory, do you want to put some pepper in? You're going to turn the top just like that, mate. Okay? And Seb, that little bit of squash, mate, you're going to pop it into your compost bin. And then do you want to get the big jug ready? And we're going to crack some eggs. You have to be careful with that, don't you? Do you know what happens if you smell it?
No.
It's going to make you sneeze. Yeah, well done, mate. Exactly. You think that's enough?
Yeah.
Cool, awesome. So we've got all of our veggies in the pan, guys, just sweating off really nicely. So that's going to take probably about 5 minutes or so. So we can kind of forget about that, but remember to use your ears. You know, if it's sounding quite aggressive, if it's really sizzling, get back to it and give it a stir, maybe turn it down, just use your intuition. Right, eggy time. Should we have a look at these eggs?
Yeah.
What's your favourite way to have eggs, guys?
Dippy eggs, definitely.
Dippy eggs. Dippy eggs, yeah, I love dippy eggs. You like soldiers, don't you?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So what we're going to do is crack 6 eggs into this. Let's move the bowl over here so that you can crack it on the edge. And I'm just going to see how strong these are. Oh. Right, let's do a little game. Do you guys think I can crush this egg with my own strength?
No.
No? Do you think I'm weak? Yeah, thanks. Right, I'm going to hold it over here just in case it goes all wrong. I'm going to... Oh, no! It did actually break. Oops. So that doesn't normally happen, guys, because the eggs are so strong. They're designed to withstand a lot of strength. If it was going to happen, it was going to happen today. Cool. So I'm going to leave you guys to crack 5 more eggs into here, if that's okay. That'd be brilliant. And I'm just going to go and find a cloth. Do you know what? That's never happened to me before. I'm either very strong, or the chickens being in lockdown at the moment are not producing quite as strong an egg. That's it. Well done, guys. What's that, mate? Is there a little bit of shell in there?
Yeah.
A little bit? That's not too bad, is it? It's only a small bit. How many eggs have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should we do 1 for luck? Yeah? Whee! That's brilliant. Right, Diggory, you're going to give it a good whisk.
Yeah.
So remember to hold on to the handle. And then we're going to add around about 200 millilitres of milk. There we go. That's it. Give it a good old whisk. What's your favourite music to listen to, Seb, when you're cooking? What sort of music do you like?
I don't really know. I like listening to my playlist that I made on Spotify.
Your playlist, yeah, it's nice, isn't it? You like a bit of ska music sometimes as well, don't you?
What's that?
Like Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like Madness. Cool, so I've just put a little pinch of salt in with the egg and milk. Guys, you can see our veggies have started to sweat down now. I'm going to give it another minute or so before we tip them. Whoop, nearly got an escapee. We're going to put all of our veggies into this frying pan, and then we're going to tip our egg in. And basically, guys, that's pretty much it. It's going to go straight into the oven, 180, gas mark 5, for roughly about 20 minutes. But you're going to know when it's cooked. Let's move out the way of the steam. You're going to know when it's cooked because it's going to risen, and it's going to have a nice golden top as well. So quite easy to tell. How are you getting on with that whisking, Diggs? Do you need some big brother help?
No.
No, you're doing a good job. Brilliant. Right, I'm happy with that now. So let's move the pan over. I'm going to tip that into the frying pan. So obviously, guys, you could just do it in the frying pan. I've just done it in a saucepan to speed things up slightly because it creates a bit more steam. So we'll just wait for this one to warm through. Who's going to pour the eggs in? Diggory, you volunteering? Okay. Fantastic. So do you want to bring them up onto the chopping board, mate? And then you tell me when you think they should go into the pan. You have a think. Do you think it's ready?
Yeah.
Yeah? Brilliant. Right, you pour them all in then, buddy. Yes. High five. Wow, that was a banger. Right, so all I'm going to do now, guys, is give this a little mix around just to make sure all of the filling is fully distributed. And then, what are we going to do with it? Put it in the oven. Brilliant. So that's all we have to do. That's the first recipe done. So guys, I'm going to take this through into the kitchen, and then we're going to do a really quick omelette, aren't we? Yeah. So we're both going to make an omelette. So we'll be back in a second. Brilliant, we're back. So guys, we're going to make a really quick omelette. Let's just make sure, because I cracked an egg when I was trying to show off a bit, wasn't I? How many eggs have we got left? Can you guys count them up? 8. Okay, brilliant. So you and Diggory are going to cook an omelette, and I'm going to cook an omelette as well. So really nutritious, quick, fast dish. You can kind of fill it with whatever you kind of want, you know, things like mushrooms, spinach, peppers, sweet corn, whatever you kind of got knocking around as well. You know, leftovers go great in an omelette as well. So should we make a start? Yeah. Should we do it? Okay, brilliant. So we're not going to do the kind of, if anyone's watched Saturday Kitchen with the omelette challenge, where there's egg going everywhere, and have you seen that? No. I'll have to show you when we get home later. They try and cook an omelette in like a minute, and it gets pretty crazy, and there's lots of raw egg everywhere. So we'll take our time and kind of show you guys how to do it properly. So we're going to take 3 eggs each, guys. Do you want to pass me 3 eggs first, Seb? Hey, fantastic. Your eggs. Okay, let's put your bowl back over there. So if you guys want to crack 3 eggs into the jug, is that all right? Yeah, good one. And I'm going to do exactly the same. Let's turn that pan off a second.
That's my egg. I keep coming down.
Perfect. And then last one. Oh, it exploded. That's all right though, isn't it? Doesn't matter. You're doing a great job, guys. So we're going to give our eggs a little whisk, just with a fork. Death to the eggs. What do you think an egg would say to you if you were telling it was going to be whisked? What might it say?
I'm going to kill you.
I'm going to kill you. Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be an egg then. So guys, exactly the same as with our frittata that's in the oven at the moment. We want a little bit of seasoning going into each one of our omelettes. So a little bit of salt. Oh, here you go. I'm not going to do it for you. You do it. That's it. Give it a good crunch. And then a bit of Percy pepper. There you go. And then just give it another good whisk, guys, to make sure everything's mixed in. Are you two keeping up with this?
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. You're doing so well. Okay, so I've warmed up the pans already, guys, so there's a nice bit of heat over there. And then all we need is 1 teaspoon of oil. You don't need to go crazy with this at all. Okay. Should we get our plates ready? Yeah? Okay, let's do it.
Bowls.
Or bowls, I stand corrected. Okay. Come over here then, boys. So you need to keep your fork. The fork's really important. Because omelettes are so fast, guys, it's quite important that you're kind of quite on it with this. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the heat back on a second. We want it on a medium sort of heat. Let's put that one on for you, Seb. So you really like making stir fries, don't you, Seb?
Yeah.
It's one of your favourite things to make, isn't it? So what you can do after learning this is maybe put an omelette on top of your stir fry. Would you like that?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, so this one's nice and hot. We don't want it too hot though, guys, because we don't want the omelette to go too brown. This one's looking good. So I'm going to pour in my egg. Do you want to watch me do one first and then do it afterwards, or are you going to do it at the same time?
Afterwards.
Afterwards? Okay. So in goes the egg. Let's move that one out the way. And then with my fork, guys, I'm just going to give it a little whisk. Like you're making scrambled eggs, really. But you don't carry on whisking all the way. You're going to let it set. Do you want to put yours in now, guys?
Yeah.
So have a look at that. So you've got kind of like ripples of egg, and that's going to give it really nice texture and mean that it's not going to overcook. So I'm going to turn my heat up a little bit now and just wait for it to set. Look at those eggs. Aren't they bright?
Yeah.
They're great, aren't they? So mine's getting there. I'm just going to give it a little tilt around to make sure I don't have too much runny egg, but a little bit is okay, guys, because when you fold the omelette over, there's lots of residual heat still within that food, so it's going to cook the rest of it through within about a minute. That's it, mate. So brilliant. You're going to leave that now. Okay, you've done a great job. Well done. I'm nervous now. Do you think it'll come out all right?
Yeah.
Thanks, mate. Thanks. I'm glad you're here to give me confidence. Okay, so all I'm going to do is slightly tease it away from the edge of the pan, just with my fork, and then I'm going to let gravity do the rest. So I'm going to lift the pan up towards me, roll the omelette over. Oh, it has stuck a little bit, but to be honest, that doesn't matter. It's not the end of it. You're going to pull out a better one than me now, aren't you? Okay, perfect. So we've got our really quick and easy 3-egg omelette. How are you getting on? That's it. That's it. Brilliant. Well done, mate. Well, hey. So let's fold that bit over so that that little runny bit. Look at that. The kids are better, see? They're much, much better. And tip it out. Oh, wow. The king of omelettes. So, guys, you know, Seb, how old are you, mate?
9.
9. Look, a 9-year-old's made a better omelette than a professional chef. It says it all, really. But yeah, get your kids in the kitchen, guys. Enjoy the food from WinterFresh. Stay safe. Eat your veggies. Have fun in the kitchen, hey?
Yeah.
Bye, guys.